Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and join us for Poland v England. That should say England v Poland, shouldn't it? Join us for England v Poland, the last of the three international games in this international break. And then don't worry, you can have your domestic football back. There you go. Cleared that in 1 second there. England versus Poland. There's been a group of three international games, as we said. They've gradually got more difficult. San Marino was, not competitive at all. Albania was reasonably competitive, and this one should be competitive. So interesting one. And the last competitive, to use that word again, game before the Euros for Gareth Southgate. Obviously, England have won both of their games so far and sit atop of the World Cup qualifying group. But I think people are really looking at these as a marker for what's the team going to be, what's the system going to be looking ahead to the Euros. And it does look like back four ahoy. We said, will he go back to the back three in this game, and then we'll know when he gets a big game. It's going to be three at the back, two holding midfielders, and try and be pragmatic. No, looks like another back four, and call it what you like: 4-2-3-1, 4-1-4-1, 4-3-3. That type of system. We'll have a look at the teams and everything in just a second. First of all, because this is a watch along, let's just say thank you to Charlie, who is our watch-along sponsor, 30 years of Law Royal. Here's to many more. Thank you to Charlie. He got involved over on Patreon. You can do the same. Q&A coming in, Patreon exclusive tomorrow. We had classics reviewed yesterday. Plenty of good stuff over there. You can also support via Super Chat any point during the broadcast. First Super Chat becomes king of the bin and owns the fake news sin bin. And, of course, whatever platform you are watching on, hit the thumb up on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe, ring the bell, because we're closing in now, 14,926 or something. We're closing in on 15,000 anyway. It'd be great to get up to there over this crazy Easter weekend. And this is almost the first game. We've got a bit of a quietish day tomorrow, having already done the championship preview, but then let the games begin as of Friday again, and the domestic football returns. Right. Let me know you can see me, hear me loudly, clearly. Make yourself known in the comments. I'll go to them in a second after we have looked at the teams. Get your prediction in for this one. Clearly the hardest game England have had out of the three. We're hoping, as we always do, being England supporters, most people watching here, for a good, strong performance, a joined-up performance where we can look and think, okay, the team is ready to go. We know what we're doing here. And there is indeed the England team. Not too many changes from the other night. You can see Chilwell has come in down the left for sure. Otherwise, that's exactly the same, isn't it, as the game against Albania. So this will be interesting in terms of the team shape. It won't be the way they've drawn it up there, but hey, we'll talk about that now. So Pope in goal. The Burnley goalkeeper didn't cover himself in glory with his distribution the other night. Do we put that down to nerves or the fact that he's asked to do something very different for his club side, Burnley? You tell me in the comments. Walker down the right, good mix of pace and experience there. Maguire and Stones, you can probably swap round, put Maguire down the left and Stones down the right of the two centre backs there. That's unchanged, good calibre, both playing at a good level. So Chilwell in for sure. I personally, when I did my video picking my England team, had Shaw ahead of Chilwell. So a good chance for Chilwell, now the Chelsea left back against the Manchester United left back, really. Now we've gone away from the three at the back. It does feel a little bit like it's those two for that position. Whereas with the wing backs, there was Maitland-Niles, Saka. He tried Trippier, the right back, over at left back. He tried Chilwell. He tried All sorts of players down that side. When we get to the midfield, it was interesting the other night because it definitely wasn't a double pivot for most of the game. A lot of England derangement syndrome and whinging and whining about, oh no, 2 defensive midfielders. Calvin Phillips was way ahead of Declan Rice up the pitch, wasn't he? So it definitely wasn't that doomsday scenario that England fans seem to be terrified of 2 holding midfielders. Despite the fact when other teams do it against us, we say how savvy and clever they are. When we do it, it's negative. He's damned if he does, and he's damned if he doesn't, Southgate. So tonight with slightly better opponents, perhaps it will be more 2 sitters, Rice and Phillips. Assume it'll be a 4-2-3-1. I definitely don't see Foden playing that deeply. So I'm suspecting it'll be Mount as a number 10, Foden off the right coming in on the left foot, and Sterling coming in from the left inverted. We'll see. We'll see. We did see out of possession the other night a clear row of 4 with Phillips alongside Mount and Foden and Sterling without the ball at times. So, of course, Harry Kane up top, the finisher in that team and the captain as well. There you go. There's your bench. Henderson, Johnston, Trippier, Mings, James, Cody, Dyer, Shaw, Lingard, Bellingham, Calvert-Lewin and Watkins. There is your England team. Get your thoughts in on that as they come into the tunnel. Now, here's your Poland team. In goal, Szczesny, who you'll remember from playing for Arsenal for years. He is with Juventus now, so vastly experienced keeper. Bednarek, who you'll know from Southampton. So these are proper players playing for Poland tonight. It's not San Marino and Albania anymore. Ain't Kansas anymore, Dorothy. So Bednarek, good from set plays as well as in heading them. He'll be very friendly with Ward-Prowse in that sort of realm. Glick, the other centre back, plays in Serie A for Benevento. The other centre back, watchers of this channel will be very familiar with because it's Michael Hellick, who plays for Barnsley, who is another one who's scored a few goals lately from attacking set plays. So look out for that. He's normally the middle of 3 centre-backs for Barnsley, isn't he? So we'll see how he lines up tonight. Down the left, we're expecting Rebus, who is one of 2 players who play for Lokomotiv Moscow. Berezinski, the Sampdoria player, right wing back. Central Krakowiak, the other Lokomotiv player. And Mudder, who you'll know from Brighton as well. There you go, Southampton player and a Brighton player. A South Coast tint to the 2 Premier League players there. Up the top, down the middle is Piatek, who plays for Hertha Berlin in Germany. Zielinski, another Napoli player. We had quite a useful Napoli fullback, wasn't it, for Albania the other day. And Swiderski, who plays for PAOK in Greece. Let me know your thoughts. You may know more than I about some of those Poland players, but as I said, these are serious players played in the top leagues of a lot of the European divisions. I'll try my best on some of these Polish names on the bench here. Fabianski, Niemczycki, Davidovich, Augustiniak, Josviak we're familiar with from Derby. Grzycki we've had many times in the Championship as well at Hull and at West Brom. Kowalczyk. Remember, no, it wasn't Kowalczyk. It was Varshiku who played for Everton, wasn't it? Kozlowski, Blashetto, who plays for Norwich, another Championship player there. Reka, Szymanski, and Milik, who is very handy, a Marseille forward there. So expect to see him. Look right at the bottom, missing players. Lewandowski out. The one world-class Polish player is not playing, which is a shame for the spectacle. And you want to see England go against the best ahead of the tournaments, but hey, you'll take the best player not being there, won't you? There's the table. So England, 7 goals from the first 2 games, 6 points. And given that Poland drew with Hungary, honestly, they could draw the games against Poland and still get through now, providing they can beat Hungary, and then you assume they're going to do the business against Albania, Andorra and San Marino. However, a win for England tonight, and it really, really is set up for them to win the group already. All they have to do is be all right against Hungary, not lose in Poland, and you think they're over the line already. But hey, counting chickens before they hatch and all that. Right, players are now doing the national anthem, so we will go to your comments, of which there are many. Let's have a look in here. Liam's talking about Zielinski, who he thinks is going to play front left, and Milik as well. He's on the bench, fortunately. Hello, Sir Bloom. That's Anir, all branded up. Lovely stuff. Great to see. Evening to Alistair, Patricia, Leeds 2020. Pushkas got sent off for Romania. He's rested himself, Alistair, so he can be fit for Reading at the weekend. The aperitif to the proper football returning on Good Friday. Tremendous. 1-1, says Anir. Evening, Nick. No Lewandowski, Milik on the bench. Needs an ex-Ipswich manager to win a World Cup. You're telling me. The stats tell us that true. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. England 2-0. I think that's Trevor in there. That's excellent, James. Hellick making the first of his 2 Wembley appearances this season. That's tremendous. Comment of the day. We won't even tell him off for getting too big for his boots there. There you go. Bold, James. Liam says Poland used the 4-4-2 and a 3-4-3. So yeah, we're expecting the 3-4-3. We will see. Hi Ben, big up to you. Lewis, surprise you. Lewis has got his Derby bias here going on. 1 goal and 2 assists in last 2 games. Man of the match on Saturday. Remember when England players do the same, everyone says, oh, it's Andorra, oh, it's San Marino. But good to see Josh Viak on the score sheets. Remember, he's got players from Napoli, top division in Germany, Milik there, all kind of ahead of him. So understandable, I think. Manager Paulo Sousa, yeah, we talked about him, didn't we, in back-to-back Champions League. Let's have a look here. Glick, ex-Monaco player, won the title with Mbappe and Bernardo Silva. Nice. Excellent stuff. Very sad news about one of our own, really, if we're in the YouTube football space. Obviously, condolences for Claude. Very sad news there. Right. I think we are about to go here. Poland definitely look like they're lining up with a back 3. There looks like SofaScore have got it exactly right. Standing in a very helpful position. Might be 2 up top, possibly. We will find out. A nice one from the Poles there. They didn't take the knee, but they pointed to the respect sign on their shirts. Interesting. Nice kind of take on what's kind of become a bit cumbersome and overplayed and messed up, the whole taking of the knee thing. Right, we are off and away we go. Let's try and look at the England shape first and foremost. And I mean, keep your eye on Rice and Phillips, but immediately, and I may be jumping the gun here, does look like Phillips is further forward than Rice again. So perhaps this is more 4-1-4-1 with Phillips a bit further advanced. We'll see how that plays out during the game. Ooh, Stones nearly got caught on the ball there. Here is Rice. Plays it out to Chilwell. Good chance for Chilwell tonight with Luke Shaw not playing. Here is Phillips. Phillips to Walker. And Walker inside. England starting to get some possession. Stones to Rice and out to Chilwell, who's nice and high to start with. Poland in shape and England keeping the ball. Maguire to Rice. Looks like we got the lineups bang on. Although it may be, as I said, more a front two, Swiderski and Piatek, maybe with Zielinski playing off. So maybe not orthodox 3-4-3. Keep an eye on that. Number 20, Zielinski. We'll have a look. Although he has just pulled off to the left hand side. No, he's noticeably deeper. So does look like possibly two up top there for the Poles. Here comes Walker. Just dwells on it a bit. Manages to keep hold of the ball. Got it out to Phillips and Rice. Out it goes to Chilwell. Sterling. And switch of play out to Walker. England having lots of the ball early on here. Sterling knocks it across. Robert Lewandowski isn't playing. We know, Joe. We've done all this. Here is Mount and headed away by, I think it was Hellick, wasn't it? Mount comes back there. Looked like he'd brought down Krychowiak, but no foul given. Kane's come short. Phillips to Mount. Chilwell. Mount. Sterling. Better play by Krychowiak there. Wins it back. Plays it in to Zielinski, who's very deep. Almost in a right back position. He plays it against Mount. It's going to be a goal kick for Poland. How did Gillingham win in the end, Chris? He's doing a great job, isn't he? Gillingham may be in the top 6. Do you think if Lewandowski was playing, Southgate would have played 5 at the back? That's a great question, isn't it? And he did know ahead of time. I don't know. And you'll never know, will you? Possibly. I suspect, depending on what happens, Southgate will say, this is my system and we are sticking to it. Yeah, Gill's sick. That's whatever we say about Mr. Evans and his touchline antics and his slightly abrasive and aggressive confrontational nature. To have them in 6th, I know Blackpool have got a load of games in hand, but to have them in 6th is pretty good work, actually, isn't it? Give the devil his due. Long one forward, headed away by Maguire. Hellick returns it back. And Piatek nearly got in off Swiderski's flick there. Couldn't quite get in behind. Phillips, Walker, nice touch by Walker. He's got that acceleration, hasn't he? Here's Foden, who is fouled by Krychowiak, who's certainly putting himself about in the first few minutes of this one, the Polish central midfielder. He's the captain, isn't he? Krychowiak, isn't no, Glick is the captain. SofaScore agrees with me that it's 3-5-2 for Poland rather than 3-4-3. First 5 minutes, very, very tight. No breaks either end. Both sides holding shape. The entire game's been in the middle third of the pitch so far. Phillips pokes that past Krychowiak, and Kane wasn't quite being obstructed, but in the end won the free kick. Tried to take it quickly, but the referee, who I will name for you hopefully, has pulled it back. Bjorn Keepers of the Netherlands is the ref. Walker takes the dead ball. Out it goes to Maguire and to Chilwell on the left wing halfway His Sterling look quite stiff here. Poland not going to play through them easily. Although Hungary did score 3 past them, didn't they? Kane's come all the way off position to receive it and feed it back to Maguire. That's created a bit of space for Mount now, who's got it. Mount into Sterling. Sterling dribble. There's Krychowiak again winning the ball. He's in the right place at the right time quite a lot of the time. Poland number 10. And Maguire plays it to Stones and to Walker. Across the back 4 it goes. Swiderski's just dropped from his centre-forward position, which makes it 5-4-1 when England are playing the ball across the back there. So plenty of defensive solidity. Here comes Sterling for the first time. Mount, tricky feet on the edge of the box. Mount plays it inside the fullback. Chilwell, crossing position. Chilwell. And it was Foden arriving. You wanted it to be Harry Kane if the ball was in the air, but it was Foden. Foden says to Chilwell, why don't you put it along the floor? It wouldn't have been an easy pass along the floor. There are plenty of bodies in the way. Foden jumps. He's not tall enough for that cross, or the cross was too high, whichever way you want to look at it. But good play by Mount, good play by Sterling in the build-up. First chance of the game after a fashion. Daz says, do you think this will be most of the squad going to the Euros? Yeah, most of it, Daz. Hopefully Jordan Henderson will come back. Crossed into the box by Poland and it goes loose. Phillips was there in the right place at the right time. England squad, so you'd want Henderson, Grealish, possibly Maddison coming back into it. Ings, you'd think might be ahead of Watkins as well. Close. Most of these players on the pitch, actually, here you go. Here's a hot take. All of these players on the pitch will be in the Euros squad. There's one played in behind there, and Pope comes way out of his goal and clears it away. Scotland just scored. Did they indeed? I should probably take you through what else is going on tonight as Mount comes down the left. Strong. Mount just shoulders Berezinski off the ball. Foden plays it back to Phillips. Back to Foden down the right. 1v1 with Rebus. Foden wants to get it on that left. And he's just knocked off the ball by Krychowiak again, who's definitely the main protagonist of this game so far. Let's have a look. Here are the other games going on tonight. Greece play Georgia, Spain, Kosovo, Lithuania, Italy, Northern Ireland, one of the UK teams there, Bulgaria they're playing, Bosnia and France, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Austria, Denmark, Moldova, Israel, and there is Scotland 1, Faroes 0. Who scored for Scotland then? Let's find out. John McGinn scoring early on against the Faroes. And then there's our group down the bottom there. Andorra, Hungary, England, Poland, San Marino, Albania, and the last one, Armenia, Romania. I think that's Pushkas, we've been told, the Reading striker got sent off. Germany, Macedonia, Liechtenstein versus Ireland. Free kick to England, just inside the Poland half's gone short. Rice, give and go. Stones has it. England sort of in control. They're keeping the ball. Not created much yet. Obviously, Chilwell getting in behind and crossing for Foden, who headed over the top. Nice one. Scotland winning. Get in. That's naughty, Matt. Faroes must have. Well, we will see. Who did the tractor boys have on Friday? Bristol Rovers at home, Katie. Yeah, unbelievable. I'm sure we'll manage to fall over that in some shape, form or fashion. Stones has it. Stones steps up to the centre circle. Plays it to Maguire. Good ball by Maguire through the line to Mount. Mount moves away, but solid. Solid row of 5. The wing backs are not really wing backs for Poland so far. Walker tries to play the channel, and as soon as Foden brings it down beautifully, but as soon as he does, it's offside. Joey Barton versus Paul Cook. Ready for a scrap in that one. You love to see it. You love to see it. Got my Finland top yesterday. Well, I think I'm the dude. We need to see a picture of that, my friend. Tweet me a picture of that. I'd love to see you in your Finland top. I assume it has Pookie and whatever number he wears on the back. When do we play next, Daz? Euros, buddy. I think it's Croatia, isn't it? At the start of June. This is it. Stephen, who I need to say thank you for a vast super chat about 1 second before the end of the stream last time. So thank you, Stephen. Time sync. We'll be at 12 minutes, 30 seconds. I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. Sync if you want to sync up with me. We should all be, if you're watching on ITV on broadcast TV, then we should be fairly all well in sync with each other. No, some people will be watching on ITV Hub app, I know. Here is Sterling down the left. Sterling cuts in. Lovely cross by Sterling. Really good defensive header there. Really nice shape on that by Sterling. Cut in off the left and swung that cross in. Let's have a look. Good players. Really good defending, actually. Who's that in the boat? It's Foden again, trying to get across his man. Any thoughts on a Jamaica team? Yeah, love it, Tom. Brilliant. Antonio, Bailey, Gray, Lowe, Moore, Pinnock, Hector, Morrison, Mariappa. Outstanding. Loved it. I don't have the Twitter. I'll get all the misses there. You see my emails at the bottom there. I'm the dude. Email it to me. Should be ticking along there. Ticking along the bottom. Yeah, so next competitive game, they will no doubt stick some friendlies, and they always do, don't they? 13 matches in 4 days. I'm assuming this is wall-to-wall football over the Easter weekend. I assume there's a Premier League game on Friday. Lunchtime, is there? There must be, mustn't they? And then 3 p.m, then we got Barnsley Reading at 5:30. And if you're doing European football, you can probably watch 7 games in 1 day, couldn't you? Goodness me. I'm normally spent after 2, I have to say. Pope has the ball. Stones plays it back in. Pope, a very assured pass there. Was a little bit critical of his distribution there, so I should praise him when he plays right through the Poland press there into Rice. Stones. Out it goes to Mount, who's pulled out left. Nice bit of rotation from Sterling and Mount. Poland defence looks decent, though, so far. And space at a premium. England need to do a little bit more than they're doing at the moment. I mean, if they're playing the long game here and they're going to keep the ball and gradually wear them down, that's fine. But the current game state says England ain't creating many chances. Of course, that could change. And they could speed things up. Here's Phillips. Foden plays it back to Stones, and out it goes to Chilwell. Lots of passes being completed, all of them in front of literally 2 rows of red shirts here. They've broke the lines here. Now Mount's got towards the edge of the box. Mount tries that same ball to Chilwell. Chilwell has a pretty damn good go at keeping that in and crossing it. It's good effort that by Chilwell. Mount's tried that pass already and pulled it off twice now. That looked like it went out. I think England been given the corner? Chilwell slid to try and cross it in. And, I mean, we haven't had a freeze frame of it, but my first thought on that was that should have been a goal kick to Poland. It's a corner for England. 16-12 on the clock. Phillips corner, left-hand side, right-footed. In it comes. Plays it to the back post. Easy header out there. Glick and Krakowiak jump. At the same time, Mount crosses it back in. Couldn't quite find Stones. It's gone all the way through to Phillips. Foden, edge of the box, Rice. Foden, left-hand side. Foden crosses. Not good cross. Flicked away and cleared by Poland. And they defend their lines. Here's Foden. Foden back to Chilwell, and everybody's getting back in shape now. Maguire just coming back into his defensive spot. And it's as if the set play hadn't even happened. Maguire plays it to Chilwell. Chilwell up the line to Foden. Again, that is good rotation from Sterling, Mount and Foden. It's important that they're able to do that. Obviously, we'd all love to see this happening 15% faster than it is. So, but there we go. Beggars can't be choosers. Mount, Sterling, back to Mount. Poor ball by Sterling, and Piatek picks it up. Zielinski's got it, the 20. That's poor from Zielinski. And here come England on the counter now. Sterling driving towards the box. Sterling, he does really well. Sterling's gone down, penalty. It's really, really poor from Michael Hellick. And it's a penalty for England. We've seen Raheem Sterling do that many, many times. Don't dangle a foot in there. And yeah, he's caught him, hasn't he? Sterling just waits. I mean, he's going down, but let's say there is contact and he is going down. Don't ask me in what order those things happened, but sadly in 2021, as we've discussed many times, that always ends up being a penalty. And we are very lucky as England fans to have Harry Kane taking our penalties. That could be famous last words, but bit of an expert from 12 yards. Here comes Kane with the right foot. It's going to be a three-step up, and Kane scores, as he always does. England 1, Poland 0. Woof. And that's pretty good because it had been tight, and that's going to have to open the polls up a little bit, isn't it? Excuse me. Sorry. Eye streaming issues again. Clever one from Kane. He's got the keeper, Szczesny, guessing right or left, and he just lifts it up and puts it down the middle. And England lead 1-0. And strange, really, because it was the first time Poland came off shape and England actually countered them. And Sterling just smelt blood, didn't he? Drifted into the box. Hellick slides, and as he's sliding, clever from Sterling, I think. Use whatever language you're comfortable with, but draws the foul, accentuates the contact, and wins, in inverted commas, the penalty. But it is what it is. It will happen at the other end, and they'll get given. So what are you going to do? Glick heads it back to Szczesny. Let's take a look at going down, touch, pen. I tend to agree. Get in, nice. 1-0 England. Look, very soft penalty. Well, soft, schmoft. 2021. You knew as soon as you saw it was going to be a penalty, didn't you? So I've ranted about this long and hard, haven't I? The standard for a penalty has particularly changed, and it feels this season that any contact is now a penalty, isn't it? So regardless of impediment, there's an equally soft decision there. Maguire just has his hand out to try and sort of ward off Swiderski, and he decides to go down. And Poland have their best attacking chance of the game here. Free kick for the Poles, which it looks like Zielinski's interested in taking. Right-hand side of the box. Looks like a good crossing position. Bednarek is up. Glick, Hellick. England holding pretty high line, fairly close to level with where they've got the wall. The left foot option is Ribas, and he's going to take it. In it goes, and Kane is on the near post, nearest man forward, and he gets it clear. Another chance for Ribas. In it goes, and headed out by Maguire, and England will be able to push out and get into shape as Bednarek give and go, and Bednarek gets pressed by Foden. He's gone all the way back to Szczesny, who clears down the line. Evening, David. Laptop has been put away, switched off. Time to perfection to see Kane put the penalty. Come on, England. Love it. Just popped in to see what everyone thought of the pen. Never a pen for me, soft as. I'll agree it was soft, but you knew it was getting given as a penalty, didn't you? According to the 2021 standard. What else have we got here? I don't agree with how light penalties they are, but I guess we have to use it to get... I hate to say it, but I agree with you, Norwich 2000. Everyone else is going to do it, so if you can't beat them, join them. Can I have another time stick? I've switched to the hub because I was ahead of you. Indeed, you can. We'll give you one at 23 minutes. Hellick should get a one-match EFL ban. There speaks a Reading fan. Chris, your time sync. We're at 23 in 23 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Sync. If you're on ITV Hub, you might be behind. England just back off a little bit now, and Poland are a little bit higher up the pitch. Glick plays it to Hellick and back again. Hopefully that doesn't knock Hellick's confidence. He's had a good, he's improved through the season, hasn't he? Krychowiak plays it to Ribas, and he plays it off Walker for a Poland throw. Most sustained sort of territory, possession, etc. the Poles have had so far. Big diagonal forward by Glick. Good ball, that, actually. Swiderski sort of gets in on the left-hand side and just boots it high into the box. Half cleared by England, comes back, and Maguire has got it. Maguire has poked it out, claiming for Zielinski's benefit. Zielinski's up, and Poland quite sportingly there, because Maguire was not in any position to do anything much else other than hoof it down the line and knock it out, but they do give the ball back to England. Thing that does me in these days, you can hear the players scream. Well, it's every little advantage, isn't it? If they can persuade the ref what's going, or what they want to be going on, then hey, it's up to refs to not give it. And you know my thoughts on how easy it is to win a penalty nowadays, and how there are way too many of them. Although all our fans, our friends who watch the Premier League, say the ease of which it is to get a penalty now evens out the borderline offsides, none of which get given now with the VAR. So Glick plays it back to Szczesny. He plays it into Krychowiak. Direct one forward from him, which Walker heads away easily. Phillips sweeps up. Surely a shove in the back by Murder on Phillips. And it's a free kick to England. Southgate is quite clearly telling his team they're not compact enough, and they've been stretched out a little bit. So maybe he wants that defence up a little bit higher. And with that being said, everyone's pushing up. And I think John Stones he's going to play this free kick long. And he does. And it's back with the Polish centre halves. Bednarek to Krychowiak. Good ball through the lines by him to Piatek. Nearly breaks down, but they've got it back. Bednarek. Krychowiak again, who looks like a player in central midfield. Here is Maguire. Mount. Now, big chance for England. Sterling into the box. Sterling 1v1. Oh, England should be 2-0 up. Sterling goes to square it to Foden. And Poland have got it clear. That was a huge chance for England, which they did not take. We'll see a replay in a minute, but the ball is still live. Sterling, well, the second he passes it and you don't score, everyone says, oh, he should have shot. So one in the channel for Foden and cleared out by Rebus down the left-hand side. He was just through and clear there, Sterling, in the inside left position. And we still haven't seen a replay of it, ITV. Walker's got the free kick. I've only seen it once in real time, so I'll keep my powder dry and comment properly in a minute. Maguire. Stones. Chilwell back to Maguire. Pope closed down. He's going to have to clear that with his left foot. I think all of us, when we saw Pope going to take that with his left, knew what was about to happen. He drove it straight at Rice, and England have got away with it. I know there's a lot of debate about the goalkeepers, but Pope's distribution is not as good as Pickford's or probably Henderson's. I'd have to say. Other parts, fine, whatever. But we still haven't seen the chance, which actually ended up not being a chance because no shot on goal actually occurred. But the huge opening, let's just say, for Raheem Sterling a couple of minutes ago. Here is Sterling again on the left wing. Comes inside Sterling. Oh, nice feet. Oh, he could have gone down again there, Sterling. Great dribble. And Phillips nearly lands on it. That would have been more of a contact to kind of exacerbate than the one he actually got the penalty for there, Sterling. Great dribble going into the box, and they couldn't live with him there, Sterling. And at the moment, he's causing all manner of problems for it's Hellick down that side, isn't it? Right, we're going to see the chance now. Mount slipped it through. Sterling. It's quite a good block, actually, by Bednarek, but should have done way better with that. And another good tackle by Bednarek, actually. Again, two good bits of defending. Agree with Julian there. Good tackle to stop Sterling, who looks like he's causing a bit of trouble for Barnsley's Hellick down that sort of inside left position, right centre back spot for Poland. 30 minutes gone now. England looking a bit better in terms of how quickly they're moving the ball. Obviously, a bit more confident having got the lead now. Lovely touch by Foden to Kane. Oh, good strike, good save. It's great football by England there. Foden. And as soon as Kane gets it anywhere around the D with a couple of seconds on the ball, you know he's going to hit the target with a shot. Great play by Foden there. Such a good player. Lovely touch. Mount. It's a brilliant knockoff by Foden. And it's a good strike by Kane. It's going in the corner. He's got a bit of pressure on him, but it's a good save by Chesney. Good from all three, I would suggest. I'd argue McCarthy and Pope are better shot stoppers, but abysmal distribution. Yeah, and they're being asked to play it out from the back. I think if you look at Pope's numbers, every goal kick goes like that's such a brilliant touch by Foden. That really takes all the pace off it for Kane. Pope is a Burnley keeper. Well summarised. There you go. His kicking is shocking, but he plays at the club. Oh, exactly. Yeah. Doesn't have to do it, does he? Can't take a risk with Pope's kicking. Mount is such a clever player. I love how he simply uses the ball. He looks really good for England as well, doesn't he? Foden has to be one of the first names on the team sheet. Yeah, Foden's this is his breakthrough season, this, isn't it? He's a proper top-level player from now until the end of his career, probably, isn't he? He's just classy, isn't he? And we all laughed when Pep said how good he was, didn't we? Here is Foden. Slips it to Walker. Walker hangs the cross up. Kane back post. Kane wins the header. Sterling's in there. Good punch by Chesney. Phillips is battling. Good referee in that because there wasn't a foul in there. Really lovely play by Swiderski there on the edge of the box. Did a kind of Bergkampy look one way, play at the other, right on the edge of his box. Maguire reads that well. And England coming back at it now. England have been quite good, actually, for the last 10 minutes, haven't they? Here's Kane to Foden. Again, good rotation, the three off the front for England, all moving around. Phillips getting past them as well. It's good stuff. Kane comes short. Lovely ball out to Walker. Walker's going to switch the play. Big hanging ball. Lovely pass. England playing really well this last few minutes. Mount to Chilwell. And Chilwell crosses. It came back off Chilwell. Corner to... no, it's not going to be a corner, so it's a goal kick. Roy Keane praised Mount earlier. I'm not surprised. Yeah, not surprised. If it comes to a straight fight, who gets the shirt, Foden or Grealish? It's a difficult one, isn't it? I got really, really stuck on that point of picking my England team that you need... Grealish and Foden are both brilliant players, but if you're only playing one up top and you're going to play both of them, you need a finisher and you need some pace otherwise. So I've got to the point where it's Foden or Grealish. I'm perfectly happy with either of them, but I just think unless England are chasing a game in the Euros, then I think it's going to be one or the other. And I think you might see Foden come off and Grealish come on, etc. I think at the moment Foden's probably got the shirt, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And you never know in tournaments, do you? Remember Michael Owen in '98. He wasn't the first choice striker, and then 3 games in, he was the first choice striker. So we've seen that before, haven't we? Grealish got injured at a bad time. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Especially with Foden being so good as well. England's interchange front three is pleasing. Sterling, Foden and Kane. Yeah, looking good. Does look good, doesn't it? Let's see if they can continually do this game after game now, though. Click to Bednarek. Bednarek goes long. Good ball, that. In for Berezinski, who's done well to grab that. Really good ball by Bednarek. Back to Krakowiak. Poor ball by him. I thought they got caught with Walker up the pitch there, but Rice. Excellent play by Rice. That's what a defensive midfielder should do. Lots of fans miss that sort of stuff, so I always try and point it out. Rice there, quick, smells the danger, nips in front, simple ball, clear. And no one ever notices, do they? Wouldn't I have Sancho in the first 11? That would be ahead of Sterling then. He's in the Sterling, Rashford, Sancho pot, isn't he? I had Rashford in personally, so... yeah, we'll see, but plenty of options. What I will say is everyone's having their little debates about who plays. Whoever you pick, there's basically 3 or even 4 really good players that don't get in, which is a good thing, really. You've just got to pick the right ones, haven't you? It almost feels like if you pick Sancho, you don't pick Sterling. If you pick Sterling, you don't pick Sancho. Or Rashford, if you pick... Mount, you don't pick Mattheson or maybe Grealish. If you pick Foden, maybe you don't pick Grealish or Greenwood as well. So although it does look like the two locks are Kane, obviously, and Mount at the moment. Mount's playing all the games. Here is Rice. Back to Maguire. Maguire, nice ball out to Walker. Walker to Stones, back to Rice. Mount, Rice, England keeping the ball well. Phillips, who just gets clattered by Krakowiak, but just bounces off him. Great play by Phillips. And he's got Walker in on the right-hand side. Kane's pulled right off to the far side, so don't stick this in the box. There's no one there. Foden knows that, so he plays it into Rice. Mount. Oh, this is great stuff by England. Oh, Chilwell, that's silly. He was offside and then he waited, and they'd spent the whole attack developing that overload down the left-hand side, and Chilwell had got himself into an offside position. He's miles off. And it would have been a really good crossing opening. That goal, Owen scored it. It was great, wasn't it? Beautiful stuff. Good problem to have. Hope he picks on form. I know what you mean, Tom, but it's all about the balance. People talk about picking England teams on form. I don't think you pick form players over your strategy. You've got to have your strategy ahead of form. You can't, like, say Foden and Grealish are both playing really well at the same time, but it unbalances everything you've worked on. You have to go with your strategy, I think. So I know what you mean in terms of form versus reputation, because often it does feel the higher rank in the team you play for, the more chance you've got of being picked. But yeah, Henderson, I know you said Henderson in place, but I think Rice is ahead of Henderson. Yeah, we'll see how fit Henderson is by the end of the season. I just think you need that experience. Although Rice looks like pretty much a leader when he's on the pitch, doesn't he? A very steadying influences. Can't remember the last time England had such riches. Yeah, great, isn't it? And John agrees. How long has it been since we had so many choices? Hopefully Walker doesn't make the squad. Really? Okay. When was the last time we had such depth, especially all in that one attacking position? Have I spoken about the under-20s? I haven't. I haven't. I take it they didn't get the other goal they need. From what we are hearing, but yeah, not going well there. Here is Mount to Sterling. Good overlap from Chilwell. Sterling, rubbish ball by Sterling that after Chilwell had sprinted all the way up there, and Berezinski wins it. Krakowiak plays it. Good football by the Poles. Berezinski, Sterling closes him down, and it's back with Szczesny. Good press by England, that, because Szczesny's then kicked it straight to Chilwell. He heads it down the line. Mount wins it back. And they forced the Poles back again. Szczesny gets a bit more distance on this one. Headed on by Maguire. Krakowiak strong. And played out by Bednarek to Rebus. Bednarek, nice little ball into the feet of Mudder. But England's press is good. Poland just can't play through the lines, and England have finally won it back. Rice again in the right place at the right time, and he plays it to Phillips, to Maguire, to Chilwell, and good work actually. Much of we could isolate phases of play in this game. Say England have done a lot. England have done a lot right, I think. Here is Chilwell, Sterling. Sterling to Mount. Kane tries to win it back. Chilwell on the left wing. Kane short again. He's right out on the left wing. And they're going to reset England. Maguire plays it out to Rice. Rice to Walker. Good press by Rebus, the left wing back. And Poland pushed right up the pitch there. And it's back with Pope. Where's it going, Nick? Good clearance, that one, that time. Although he has given it back to Poland again. Sorry, it feels like I'm piling in on him on his distribution, but it is what it is. Sterling now, who looked offside, but stepped back. Yeah, he was offside. Ooh, right. Croatia scored right at the end to make it 2-1. Oh, no way. Well, that had been coming, hadn't it? Evening, Iain. Last time we had this much depth and this good, we had skulls on the left-hand side. There's a prime example of a very beautiful gold platinum round peg in a square hole. Goodness me. Good England performance so far. I agree. Yeah, I agree. 80 Boyfroyd said the England under-20 manager is an impossible job. Yeah, he was intimating they're fast-tracking the players too quickly into the first team. It's kind of like, that sounds like you're doing the job, doesn't it? It's what we want. Let's keep Mount and Foden and James, all these players in the squad for years to come now, I think. Here's Foden. Chilwell, nice and narrow. Chilwell out to Sterling. Sterling against Berezinski. Oh, good from Sterling again. Cuts it back. Oh, pinball in there. And they're really doubling up on Sterling now. Berezinski's having to give Hellick a lot of help down that side. Chilwell and Sterling have... Am I exaggerating to say they've got them on toast on that left-hand side? But that's probably 4 decent England attacks from Sterling and Chilwell alone, isn't it? And, of course, the penalty and the other big chance for England came down that side. So... very much a sense of the wing-back doubling up and just sitting quite deep in front of the right centre-back there. That's poor from Świderski, gives it away. And England suffocating Poland a little bit now. Always panics me a little bit when England sort of look reasonably good just before a tournament. I think, they're wasting their one reasonably good performance. Although it's a half of a World Cup qualifier and it's Poland. But hey, England have come a cropper. England have come a cropper against Iceland before, so never mind Poland. Phillips, lovely little touch by him there into Rice. And maybe whoever commented said maybe Henderson won't get back in. Maybe it will be Rice and Phillips. They look very comfortable tonight, don't they? And they have got a bit of a partnership going, haven't they? Kane, lovely switch of play out to Walker. God forbid, am I enjoying watching England? Here's Maguire. Mount, again, good rotation. Mount pops up deep. Switch of play again. Walker. Walker then gives it away. Phillips in strong. Good work. Foden, great dribble. And he's pulled back. No yellow card. Quick free kick. Now they've got a quick turnover here. And again, they've got Sterling against Berezinski. Sterling into the box. Hits the shot. Deflects off Hellick. It's going to go for a corner as we come up to halfway. Jam on toast from England. We've got Poland roasting on open fire. That's tremendous. Oh, dearie me. Imagine Sven in charge of this England team. Yeah, I can. They play 4-4-2. Rigid. God, some of those players Sven had. Don't. Make me sad. In comes the corner from Foden. Maguire on the back post. Wins the header. Good clearance, though. And it is half-time. And dare I say, England were good in that half, weren't they? Harry Kane with the only goal. It's quite tight up until the opener. And then I thought England improved and they started moving the ball quickly. Nice rotation from Mount popping up here and Phillips dropping in. It was only really Rice that stayed on position. Fullbacks forward. A big opening for Sterling. Sterling and Chilwell had Berezinski and Hellick on toast down the right-hand side, didn't they? I thought England were quite good, actually, I have to say. Tell me I'm getting carried away here pre-tournament. Let's have a look at the numbers. See if they match my eye test. Yeah, they do. And I haven't looked at these, I promise. And you can vouch for that because you've been watching me for the last 45 minutes. 68% on the possession. Look at that. 5 shots to nil, 2 on target, 2 off, 1 blocked, 2 corners to nil, 1 big chance to 0, 372 on the passes already. So it's going to be 700 projecting for the passes again. I'm pretty impressed with that. If they do the same in the second half and win by 2 goals, we'll be sitting here saying that's a good performance. Get your thoughts in on the first half and we can go a bit of a free-for-all, a bit of a Q&A, and I will just react to what you guys are saying. What else is going on in these kickoffs here that were 7:45? There you go. Group B, Greece 0, Georgia 0, Spain 2, Kosovo 0. Group C, Lithuania 0, Italy 0. Decent work by the Lithuanians. Northern Ireland 0, Bulgaria 0. Group D, Bosnia 0, France 0. Ukraine 1, Kazakhstan 0. Let me scroll up. Austria 0, Denmark 0. Moldova 1, Israel 1, Scotland 1, Faroes 0. I think it's John McGinn, you guys said, scored that one. Andorra 0, Hungary 1. So at the moment, Hungary are going to move above Poland. We'll look at the group in a sec. San Marino 0, Albania 0. Armenia 3, Romania 2 was a full time. Look at that. Germany 0, North Macedonia 1. Who'd have thunk it? Liechtenstein 0, Iceland 2. Let's just bring up England's group because it will look quite good. Pretty good at the moment. Oh, that's a shame. It just brings up all the groups. There we go. Can you see it in the middle? As it stands, England would be 3 for 3 with 9 points, no goals conceded, and 5 points possibly ahead of Poland, which would be a nice old position to be in, with Hungary to play twice. Already looking good, as I said. Right, get your comments in on the first half. We can do any type of Q&A. We've got 15 minutes over half-time. Everyone loves a half-time powwow. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. We can go off-piste if you want. Bellingham will have one of those central midfield spots. Ben, Euros too soon, but next week. Yeah, possibly. Yeah. If his rise continues, then you just got to remember, he's only, was he 18, Bellingham now? 19? So even at the World Cup, he'll only be 20, won't he? World Cup's 2022, isn't it? So, yeah, plenty of good years for Bellingham. Good half, much to admire. Yeah, I agree. Unfulfilled potential under Sven. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Seaman, Neville, Cole, Ferdinand, Campbell. Oh, God, don't. Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes, Beckham, Owen, Heskey. Wasn't it that team? Although the Brazil team they would have had to beaten in that World Cup had, who was the front three? Ronaldo, Rivaldo, and Ronaldinho were the front three, and Roberto Carlos and Cafu were the fullbacks. So, yeah, it was what it was, even with 10 men losing to that Brazil team. So, there you go. Good half from England. Sterling's been great. Yeah, just wish he'd stuck that big chance in rather than trying to cross the phone. Great half. Only disappointment has only been 1-0. Agreed. Yeah. Who do I think will get through in Group A? I have no idea. I can answer that question in a minute. I'm really surprised how well England played. Look good, haven't they? Yeah, look good. Improved after the goal and nice. Macedonia being. I know. Never write off the Germans though, don't they say? I think we can probably open an adult beverage in honor of. God, I hate these screwy ones. They literally like rip your hand open and leave a. Oh, dearie me. Oh, don't fizz. Leave a big mark in your thumb. Look at that. No good. Cheers, everyone. Let's enjoy half-time chit-chat. Thought Phillips looked good in central midfield. Good to see a player move from Championships. Yeah, Yeah, it's great, isn't it? And I mean, if you think about it, Mount as well did his apprenticeship year at Derby, didn't he? Phillips, obviously, a recent year at Leeds last season as well. So, yeah, really good, really impressed. Do worry about our defence against strong sides. Well, this is the thing, John, isn't it? This is the thing where lots of England derangement syndrome comes in, and people get cross with Southgate going 3 at the back with then Phillips and Rice or whoever in front. But sometimes pragmatism wins tournaments, doesn't it? So, yes, me and my Polish friend are trying to watch the game, but the Polish TV channel keeps freezing. That is no good, Kyle. Did I hear about, evening to Nat. Evening, sir. Did I hear about Claude? I did. Yeah, very, very sad news. I don't think we know any more details, do we, about what happened? But, yeah, sad news. Who was your choice for England under-21 manager? Jody Morris. Pass. Hey, pass. It's almost like, and I know people will say, Boothroyd isn't a name anyway. It's almost like you don't need a name in that position. You just want someone who basically is going to report to Southgate and do as he says and play exactly the same system and, try and make the channel through to the first team squad. And even though everyone's unhappy with how the under-21s are playing, the fact that you have Foden, Mount, James as well in the squad, Bellingham, it does look good for the young players coming through. There you go, Bellingham. Yeah, so there you go, 18 this July, yeah. Bellingham's time will come. Don't you worry about that. Bet Fact Frank ends up under 21 boss. I don't think he takes that job, does he? I think he has ideas above his station. I mean, he's third on all Leeds TV quiz. Nice one. Give us a couple of the questions. We'll see if we can answer them. Oh, that'd be tremendous, wouldn't it? I am going to put that on the screen, but not read it for obvious reasons. Romario was in that Brazilian. I think Romario was done by 2002, wasn't he? But God, was he still there in 98? Who was playing up front with Ronaldo and Bebeto in 98? Ronaldo and Romario in 94. Joke. I love seeing Calvin in the side. Looks better. Yeah. Phillips and Rice both played well, haven't they, this game? And they both combined quite well. Germany will win 2-1. Don't they always? Reliable old buggers, aren't they, the Germans? Hey, Rice looks good too. Yeah, there's not many England players you can say didn't play too well in that first half. I thought it was a system worked well. Rotation was good. Ball moved quicker and quicker as we went. Just been nice to got that second goal when Sterling went in on the left-hand side. So will Reading bounce back? I don't know. I did jump off the Barnsley train vaguely and call a draw in that game, which is not bouncing back, is it? So I was on the fence there. Cheers, Ben. Absolutely. Cheers to Galapagos White. I'm just trying to make sure this doesn't fizz. Keeps on going, doesn't it? That's why I need an assistant to open it. With a towel, preferably, David. Phillips looks like an international footballer. Impressed. Yeah. Very nice. I just hope we don't get to the point. I'm not accusing you guys in the comments of doing it, but the first time he has a difficult game where everyone then turns on him. This is the problem we get with the England derangement syndrome kicking in, where once these guys do have a bad game, everyone piles in, don't they? And we want Phillips just to keep developing and be in that squad for years to come. Can't see anything other than a German win. That's my general default position on every game I've ever watched Germany play, I think. So Maguire is good enough, but doesn't have much pace. Yeah, that's especially in a system like this, that is an issue, isn't it? When they are open at the back, and he's got that 3 at the back in his pocket, doesn't he, Southgate? So I think England will play better against the better teams with the pace England have. Yeah, and it would be nice to see England go against a team that don't play a low block, although Belgium did give us a pretty good going over, didn't they? So, yeah, let's see. We can't get too fooled, but it's been a good week for England, hasn't it? We can't play football against Barnsley, says Alistair, the Reading fans. We'll get killed by the press. Play over the top. That's what most people do against Barnsley now, don't they? Get it away from your goal, eh? Big Steve from down the road. Steve Bruce for England manager. Hey, Southgate's doing all right, isn't he? Alan, evening. Had 2 days recovery. I can't speak. 2 days recovery after my jab on Sunday. Nice. Can you help? Oh, God, I'll be pathetic at your science test. Annie, put a question in and we'll try. Who made more interceptions for Leeds this season? Good guys, see, I struggle with that stuff. Probably Llorente. Go on. Should do a live quiz. Yeah. Actually, Iain was, who's right there next in the chat, was talking about that. So we'll try and do it. Honestly, I feel I just need to get to the end of the season and restock ideas ready for next season because I'm in the grind at the moment. But there we go. Can you shout out my friend Nicola? She's doing her best to help us watch the game. Good luck. Put another 20p in. What's the Polish currency? Do they have euros in Poland? I don't know. Put another euro in the meter. Can anyone tell me what the Polish currency is? No idea. Is anyone else drinking an alcoholic beverage this evening? Yeah. I had some fizzy American beer, which is very nice, actually. No JD and Coke for me. Oh, you got it in a can as well. Nice. Best games at Wembley ended up 4-2, didn't they just, eh? Who had the most assists for Leeds? Harrison? Pass. France will win it. A better manager who recently won the World Cup. That'd be back-to-back tournaments if France do win it, won't it? And Onsong Belgium are on another level. There you go, Iain. Drop in the old 3 at the back. Is that the... There you go, look. I can't even say that. Zloty. There you go. Stick another Zloty in the meter. Whoever's asking. Kyle. Did I hear it right? England were narrow favourites for Euros with the bookies. Yeah, you did. But what you've got to remember with the bookies, John, is that the team that has the most money put on them becomes the favourites because they're the biggest liability with the bookies. So England are always favourites before any tournament in this country because everybody bets on England, don't they? And I think the liability grows and they have to pull the odds in, which makes them look like favourites when really they're just the biggest liability, aren't they, in terms of, well, England a liability. Imagine that. Work out the chemical formula for nitrogen oxide. Can anyone do that? Anyone smarter than me in the chat? Oh, look, here's Shaylee. Are you still in the bath, darling? She just shouted from the bath. That's tremendous. Shaylee's in the bath. Any questions for Shaylee? Literally 2 doors down from here, in the bath. Any games on Saturday? We've got one championship game on Saturday, Alistair. It's Brentford and Huddersfield. So we look forward to that one on the watch-alongs. There she is, with bubble bath on her hand, waving from the bath. McGinn on the shore skit. Why can't? It's only Alan's comments I can't read out as well. Score sheet, shore skeet, score sheet. Is it 2-0? N2O. Is that the nitrogen oxide or whatever it is? Lots of shouts out to Shaylee. Let's put them all up here. Bosh, bosh, bosh. My wonderful other half, ever popular. Don't drop the phone in the bath. If you're going to drop it in the bath, make sure it's not plugged in. Ben has Alan bias. Alan inability to read any of the comments. Dearie me. Hello, Peanuts. Good evening so far. Finland beating Switzerland 2-1. Sounds good to me. Is Pookie playing for Finland? I heard he was going to be rested. Nicola has done it. What a hero. Love her. She put another, what was that currency? Another zloty in the meter. There we go. And the Polish TV is working. I thought you said in the bar. I was thinking, when did you get? She's in Nat's bar. Is Captain Nat still in the chat? She's in Nat's bar. There you go. No, a bar would be nice. But yeah, that may take a bit of persuasion. Isn't playing, but Forces. There we go. Championship flavour in there. Thank you. I'm the dude and Peanuts. Is that a beer? Saiski's going down well in Woodbridge. I don't know. Ben's tongue goes when you read Alan's comments. I don't know. Alan's just deliberately putting tongue twisters in to make me look like a buffoon, isn't he? Why is beer good for your brain? I don't know. I think it just lubricates all the cogs a little bit, doesn't it? Right, here we go. Second half, keep your comments coming. Oh, is Milik on? We were told to look out for him, the Marseille striker. We will get confirmation of that. So Poland throw. Let me see what SofaScore says. He is not on, or was that just your suggestion, Iain? Although my SofaScore might have caught up. Yeah, what number is Milik? So I can check it properly. 7. Oh, yes, he is. You're right, Iain. He's most definitely on. Who's gone off for Milik then? Anyone tell me? You say country's weird, Ben. Don't stress the land. Always stress the land. Anti-Alan accusations incoming with biasness as well. Absolutely. What are you doing, Alan? She'd be fine if she drops the phone. It's while we have circuit breakers. It cuts the power. I hope so. So who came off? 20. Zielinski. Did he? No, he's still there. Come on, let me see if it's updated. Milik on for Swiderski, the number 9. So I'm guessing Milik is going to play up top with Piatek, unless they have changed the system. Yeah, he is. With Zielinski just off them. Milik, Marseille striker. Foden getting into the box down the right-hand side. Passes it back to Walker, who crosses to the back post. I'll make it easy for you while you're on the sauce. There you go. Shocking. Who did Leeds sign Chris Wood from, Ben? Leicester? I'll get that one right. Sure, I got that. He was on loan at Ipswich, so I should know. What a player Chris Wood was for Leeds, eh? 28 goals, I believe, for Chris Wood. Or 27, 28 in the 15-16 season, I think. There you go. Leicester. I'm in there. Boom. Here is Stones. Chilwell. Can England get going again like they were for the last 20 minutes of the first half? Really good. Here comes Mount. Ooh, Mount was fouled by Glick there. Glick shakes his head. He looked a bit like Gary Monk then, Glick, when he jumped up. Past Hellick. Yeah, it's just a body check by Glick, who does the body check and then holds his hands up. Not bad for Burnley. No, he's not been bad, has he? Exactly the right guy for them as well. Right, dangerous free kick situation here for England. It's to the left-hand side of the box, or down the England left. Foden is there with the left foot and Phillips with the right foot. I think Foden's going to take it from his body language. All the big guys are up. Foden puts it in. And I spent all night bigging up Foden. That was a dreadful free kick. He does look like Gary. He does look like Gary Monk, doesn't he? Hey, terrible lookalikes from me. Mount really is a brilliant all-round player now, isn't he? Nice gluey player, I call them. Plays at 10, but links all the little bits together with his versatility. I went to the dentist today. It's nice to get out, isn't it, hey? Here come Poland. Rebus couldn't squeeze that down the left-hand side. Now there's loads of space for Chilwell to run into. Chilwell just drives forward. Good play by Krakowiak, who I'm quite a fan of those type of central midfielders. Just right place, right time, although Rice has been doing that for England. Lovely little 1-2 there. Crossed in from the right by Berezinski. Easy gather for Pope in goal. Went to the dentist. Nice to get out. Yeah. It's a bit scary, though. It's like you had to go in this weird entrance that you don't normally use. And then they said I need to go to the hygienist as well to get my gums cleaned up or something. I haven't been in a year. It's been COVID, for God's sakes. Kane, nice one round the corner. Here comes Sterling. Sterling cuts inside Hellick. Sterling, nice work. Inside to Phillips. Phillips to Foden. Brilliant first touch by Foden. Foden's got Walker with him. Walker back. Didn't get a good first touch and they couldn't quite make it pay there. Phillips just gets robbed by a combination of Piatek and Zielinski. Phillips wins it back, actually, and they're going to have to hoik it clear. No, done well, actually. Proved me wrong. Mudder plays it out. And here comes Zielinski. And is Phillips going to get penalised for that one? Yes, he is. Although Phillips has hurt himself. It did look like Phillips committed the foul there. Or did he? You get there ahead? Or did he go through his man? You tell me. Phillips is up. He's having a word with the ref. And the ref agrees with me. How much did Leeds sign Ailing for? $250,000? Not much. Here comes Mudder. Rebus down the left. Good cross. Oh, they got in each other's way there. And England have got it clear. Looked like the best opening of the game for Poland then. Crossed in from the left-hand side by Rebus. And I think it was the front two, actually. Milik and Piatek got in each other's way. Oh, that's excellent from Rice again. And then given away by Maguire. Advantage played by referee. Good little, actually good passing by Poland here. Zielinski, Milik. And again, Phillips gets in the way. These two England central midfielders are doing all the... Oh, what a turn by Kane. A sort of inbuilt Cruyff turn into the bargain there. Just ran it loose after that. But I enjoyed the turn anyway. Comes to something when that's the only way you can get out for a drink. Well, there you go. Give me the dentist any day of the week. KP's okay. Bremner's ghost. Get your lass to dress you and get Lord Bamford up front. How rude. Paul Jewell or Paul Lambert? God, neither. Not picking either of those. Speaking of lookalikes, I'll get called Jason Statham. Well, I'd take Jason Statham. A bruiser of an alpha male. Does that count for a save from Pope? I think it possibly does. Here's Pope on the ball now. What's he doing? He's been fouled at least. Piatek tried to close him down. McGinn scored for Scotland again. What is that, 2-0 now? Quite good from Pope, actually. Sidestepped Piatek and drew the foul inside his own box. And Pope is going to have a restart for England. We getting a substitute here? What's going on? That's Kamil Jozwiak. I recognise him. Who's come on for Hellick. So a winger for a centre-half. I think we're getting to change the system here. We'll have a look at this in a sec, but I'd imagine the poles are changing shape and going to a back four. Yeah, it looks like Milik's gone 10. Joshviak's gone down the right wing. And I think Poland have gone 4-2-3-1 here. Helic, one championship player out. Joshviak, another championship player in. You love to see it. Let's see whether that shape change improves them. Here's Zielinski. Out wide it goes for Joshviak. Takes on Chilwell, or tries to. Chilwell stops him. Joshviak goes down, no foul. Joshviak still got it in the corner. Chilwell shepherds him and knocks it out for a Poland throw. Joshviak throws it in to Zielinski. He's gone down. He's been penalised, or is it a throw-in? 55 gone. Well, I think they're suggesting in the commentary that that ball hit Harry Maguire's hand. It did hit Harry Maguire's hand. Whether one could argue that that was A, deliberate, or B, his arm was in an unnatural position, I'll leave that up to you. Remember, there is the out in the rules, isn't there? About it coming off a player and quickly hitting a hand, isn't it? So here's Milik. Good work by him. Plays it out to Mudder. Work back into the central defence. Back four now. Berezinski, who's orthodox right back. And what a horrible pass that is. Tried to switch the play to Bednarek. And out it goes. England can push up the pitch. Poland looked quite good, actually, for the last 5 minutes. They've improved in this half. And we'll see if the change into the back four is going to help them out. Should, in theory, though, be a bit more space. Here is Stones. Oh, Stones has got caught on the edge of the box. He's giving it away. Huge chance for Poland. They're going to score. Oh, no. What a mistake by John Stones. Oh, dear. It's 1-1 and Poland have equalised. Really bad from John Stones. Gives the ball away right on the edge of his box. Knocked across to Moder and he sticks it in and it is 1-1. Oof. And that was not Nick Pope's fault. John Stones, horrible touch. Oh, it's dreadful. Just poked through and easy chance for Moder. It was Milik touch, just pokes it through and on the left foot, he drills it in. Huge chance. You can see Kyle Walker in the background. He knows exactly what's coming after Stones. Gives the ball away, driven through, and it's an individual mistake. And it's 1-1. Poland have equalised, and I suppose it is an individual mistake. You've got to give some credit to Paulo Sousa for changing it and going to the back four and, possibly 4-4-2 in it here. And they've scored. So here we go. 58 gone, and it's 1-1. Mistake by John Stones, and the Brighton midfielder, Moder, has scored the equaliser 58 minutes in. Oof. Get your comments in on that one. Come on. Let's not write him off. Let's not write him off. It's a mistake. We know it was his fault, but yes, not good. Good tackle by Oshviak, and he's won a throw in there. What did I say about our defence? Not good. Poor goal to give away. What's he doing? Not good. What a mistake, Stones. Yeah, not good. Not good. My Polish neighbour is loud. Bring him to Portman Road. Yeah. Deary me. I just got here. Poland equalised. Magical. Barnsley player gives away a pen and a Barnsley lad makes a mistake for a goal. Game putting Barnsley on the map. Yeah, it is what it is. Individual mistake. What are you going to do, hey? What are you going to do? Let's see what England have got now. Poland, the better side in the second half. England have got to go again now. I wonder if Poland will sit back. Now they've equalised. Here comes Walker. Ooh, big dive in there. Not a clever tackle that by Rebus. I don't think he was in excessive force zone there, but certainly clumsy. Free kick to England on the right-hand side. A very sheepish-looking John Stones comes up for the free kick. He's just got to forget about that mistake now. Move on. Done. Now, Foden took the last one of these, and it was a really bad delivery. So maybe Phillips will take this one, although it does look like it suits an in-swinger. There you go. Phillips puts it in. Headed away by Piatek. They go for a corner. That's an England throw high up the pitch. First mistake Stones made this season that I can remember, but you feel he has one in him. It's a shame because he's got his confidence. He's got his form. He's just got to forget about it now, hasn't he? It's done. It's a goal. Move on. Try and get the win. Walker. Kane crosses in looking for Sterling. Good catch by Szczesny. And I wonder if Southgate will go to the bench. And this is where you would like Grealish and Sancho and Mattheson and Rashford and Greenwood all on the bench. But none of them are there. Here's Sterling into the box. Good work by Sterling. Can he cut it back? Good goalkeeping by Szczesny. And does he keep that in, Josh Fiak? No. It's a corner to England. Just sent an email with me in the Finland. Right, I'm going to open that in a second. Nice. Was the mistake Toto-esque? In its gravity, yes, but not the type of. It wasn't him just dragging someone down for a penalty. So here comes a corner for England. Phillips is going to take it. I think the ref is sorting out his microphone, or the linesman is. Yeah, Phillips just waiting to put this corner in. Be nice if someone just rose up and smashed this one into the net. What's going on? The wireless technology not working well in Wembley. Scotland scored again by the sounds of it. Phillips puts that in. Rice was there on the near post. Josh Fiak with Mount. Maguire tries to cross it. And Krakowiak clears away up the line. Josh Fiak, again, he's put it out of play. I think Berezinski, no, it's not, it's Moda, the goal scorer, is winded, possibly. France ahead as well. That's got to hurt. Did he get in the nether regions? Oh, God, do I have to watch this in Poland goal again? Yeah, horrible touch by Stones, robbed by Moda. Milik plays it back, and easy chance from sort of 6 yards, just drills it in. Past Pope. John Stone shakes his head. Move on, buddy. Move on. Forget about it. You know you want to. Throwing for Poland. Joshviak takes it. Goes all the way home to Szczesny. Piatek's got it. And he wins a throw-in for Poland, who are going to be very, very happy with this, aren't they? So what's the Scotland score? Che Adams scored. Douglas Adams. Didn't he write Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Yes. I assume it's 3-0 to Scotland. Should we have a look at the other scores real quick, just so I can get updated here? I'm getting lots of score lines coming in, and I haven't got a clue what's going on. Not like me, is it, hey? Right, let's do a bit of a scroll here. Greece 0, Georgia 0, 65. Spain 2, Kosovo 0, 64. Lithuania 0, Italy 1, 65. Northern Ireland 0, Bulgaria 0. Bosnia 0, France 1. Who scored for France then? Griezmann scored for France. What else have we got? Ukraine 1, Kazakhstan 1, Austria 0, Denmark 2, Moldova 1, Israel 3, Scotland 3, Faroes 0. I'm just going to cut away because Poland have got it in the box, actually. Zielinski crosses it in, so we go to full view. Milik heads goalwards and heads wide. Would have been a difficult one. I had to crane the neck muscles there. It was headed on by Piatek. Just needed to try and loop that over Pope, but couldn't get the direction or the power. Very different than the first half, isn't it? We're down to Group I there. Andorra 0, Hungary 3, England 1, Poland 1, San Marino 0, Albania 1. And finally, Armenia 3, Romania 2 is all over. Germany have equalised, of course they have. Germany 1, Macedonia 1. Liechtenstein 0, Iceland 2. That is what is going on. Keep me updated on those games, especially Hungary, who are winning, aren't they? Going to go on to 7 points, the same as England have. Let's have a look at your comments. It's the flipping Faroes, guys. Scotland are playing the Faroes, which should be a nice, easy win for them. Adams and McGinn with 2 goals there. Nice. We haven't come to term with the Polish changes. No, I don't think we have we? I mean, the goal didn't come as a result. They were already trending upwards, weren't they? Where's the goal and the attack momentum? Not much there, though, is there? So they're only shot on target in the game as well, which is annoying. Here comes Joshviak into the box. Piatek there on the near post. Good little prod away with the right foot there by Rice. If the game continues in this manner, we will lose this. That's annoying. But here comes Foden. Foden into the box on the right foot. And you wanted that on the left foot, didn't you, with Foden? He tries to put it across the keeper. And the save is made by Szczesny. Good work by Mount, who continually plays well for England, doesn't he? Easy one in the end there. You just want that to be on the left foot. San Marino bottled it. Yeah, right. Here is Kane. Kane to Phillips. Foden. Phillips. Foden. Walker arriving. Foden into Rice, into Chilwell. Poland with plenty behind the ball. Here is Sterling out on the left wing. He's been a bit quieter now this half, hasn't he, Sterling? Yoshviak in his way. Chilwell now. Down to walking pace. Mount. Good turn by Mount. Drives the shot. Deflects out. Good header away by Rebus, who's now playing at left back. I always put his comments up because he puts a lot of effort into them. I'm not reading it, though. Our Pharaoh is going to annex the Shetlands in retaliation. It sounds a bit like the Falklands or something. Let's not get into the politics of that. Hitchhiker's Guide as the character who went to the bank and then walked naked into the sea. Oh, he's in it, is he? I know he wrote it. Feels like Poland could get the next goal. Denmark are 3-0 up. Polska fancy this now. The old analogy, goals change games. They've definitely not sat back. No, they haven't, have they? 4-0 Scotland. Poland without Lewandowski competing. They are very, very much so. Fraser scored for Scotland. Similar to the first half performance, beat Albania. What the second half is? Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, good point. Loco Leeds. I was on that channel the other day. Check that out. Calvert-Lewin for Sterling. Yeah, well, could we get 2 4-4 effing 2s in this one? Hey, here come Poland. Stones wins that and plays it into Walker to Foden. Foden feeds it through to Mount. Mount for Kane on the left wing. Is Kane going to keep that in? Just. Kane plays it back up the line to Chilwell. Mount to Kane again. 70 minutes gone. 20 to go, obviously. Here's Phillips, edge of the box. Phillips never shoots, does he? Here is Walker. Little dummy there. Is he going to go on the outside? He wants to. In it goes, looking for Sterling. Juggles it. And there's Krakowiak, who I'm quite a fan of. In the way. Gets rid. Shields the ball. And Poland can come away with it. Murder, the goal scorer. And back into Bednarek. And whoever said Shaylee needs to get me a beer is wrong because I've already got one. Oh, but this really hurts your hand doing them like that. See if I can roll my sleeve over my hand. Try and reduce the residual damage of opening these screw top bottles. Oh, there you go. That was easy, wasn't it? Ow. Oh, Christ. It's bubbled over. Deary me. Rice. This is the bit where you don't have anything to mop it up with either. Piece of paper. See how much beer this folded piece of paper can absorb. Ugh. That's going to smell good when it dries, isn't it? Right. Anyway. That was a mission failed, wasn't it? Lovely run around the village today. Went down. Did you shout at lots of teenagers collecting in groups bigger than 6, leaving litter everywhere? I sound like an old man, don't I? Spillage wasn't good, was it? Was not good. Prepare to buy new shirt in 6 months' time. Don't. I think I've only got 1 bottle left. Which is quite bad, actually, because I bought 12 yesterday. That's not good, is it? Foden driving to the edge of the box, wins the foul. Great play by Foden there. Glick is a bit industrial in his defending sometimes. Free kick in a dangerous position. Look at that. The opportune beer mat. Good thing I got this table cover thing. I've got like a giant mouse mat thing on the table, which is decent. Right, who's taking this free kick then? Sterling walked right over. Like he fancied this one. I wonder if he's going to pull rank on Phil Foden. I think Sterling's going to take this, isn't he? Or is he? He's walked away. He's not. So it's Foden and Phillips again. In which case, Foden's taking it. Right on the edge of the D here. Just to the right. 4 in the Poland wall. Foden, and he puts it into the wall. I think it's Milik headed it away. Foden again, trying to come down the right-hand side, and Madur, the goal scorer, gets it away. Chilwell back defending. What a waste of paper. Let's put another bit down. Walker's got it in the right back position, just on halfway. Maguire to Chilwell. We're going to get another Poland substitution coming up. Right. If I drink the incriminating bottle, is it going to fizz up again? It's got a life of its own, that, hasn't it? Jesus. Needed to bring on Ward-Prowse for the free kick, yeah. BBFC bottle openers, I like that. Someone talked about pint glasses the other day. I think that sounds decent. Because you lot are a bunch of drinkers, aren't you? I can tell. Here is Kane. It takes one to know one, though, I guess, doesn't it? Bednarek. Oh, shorts of pushing and pulling from Roman Bednarek. Another free kick to England. I think Piatek is coming off. Shakes hands with Ben Chilwell. Austria 0, Denmark 4. Are there any Brentford players playing for Denmark today? Beer mats are needed. Yeah, we'll get onto this. Yeah, beer mats. There we go. 2 shouts. Bristol violent protests. Oh dear. Not good. Not good. Someone's been throwing some avocado on toast in Bristol. So I jest. They'll hit you with their Guardian. In it goes from Phillips to the back post, headed in by Maguire and caught by Szczesny. Beer bibs, yeah, needed. Pookie on for Finland, so he's only getting a few minutes. A beer mat from Budgeons. I want a branded one. Don Ram. Southgate a bit stubborn with the lack of subs. Yeah, I thought we would have seen one so far, wouldn't we? Yeah, or the Telegraph. Let's not go political, but yeah, I know what you mean. Can't take a peaceful walk in the suburbs of lovely Bristol. Lovely place as well, isn't it? Hey. Shame levels of buffoonery there seem to be quite high. Police helicopters in MK. Best way to get around MK with all the roundabouts, say Liam, isn't it? Hey, I was in MK on what night was that? Friday, actually. Briefly, very briefly. Careful, Ben. The hipsters are coming for you. They can't catch me, David. No chance. 77 gone. England 1, Poland 1. Are we going to get a substitution here? This is where you would bring Grealish or Sancho or Mattheson on, or Rashford or Greenwood, if they were on the bench. They're not. A bit of head tennis there. It's fallen for Kane. Lovely ball by Kane to Foden. Oh, nice little slice pass by Foden out to Sterling. Sterling on the overlap was Mount, crossed in, and Glick. Proper Warnock defender he is, isn't he? Getting away, head it, kick it, foul. Hobgoblin. No, but it sounds like John has. There we go. Yeah. Amen, Iain. I'll comment no more. Corner for England. Swung in by Phillips. Oh, Chesney's dropped it. It's gone loose. Milik's cleared it. I think they're saying Stones fouled somebody here. Stones is on his backside. Did Did you go right round the first roundabout? Yeah. I just pay good attention to my Waze app. Is there a foul there? Hard one to see there. Oh, I think there was from Stones afterwards. Maybe not by Maguire on Chesney, but there you go. Yes. What was that Polish goalkeeper called? That Brian Clough? Tomaszewski, yeah? The England goalkeeper made a big mistake in that game, though, wasn't it? Come on, Gareth. Substitute, change of shape. Fallen a little bit flat now, hasn't it? Kaminsky. Throwing down the right, Berezinski takes it, headed on, and Zielinski's got it on the right wing, holds it up. Stones is with him. Stones does well, goes back in to a substitute that I didn't even see come on, which is great, isn't it? Augustiniak. I didn't even see him come on. Who apparently came on for Piatek. Well, I must have been looking at the comments. So, my bad. Oh, no, I did see Piatek shake hands with Chilwell, didn't I? So, have they changed shape then? He's sitting in midfield. Augustiniak. Let's write that down, number 6. So, yeah, they've dropped in a third midfielder in there. Interesting. Who's playing wide left then? Has Zielinski gone out there? I'll tell you in a minute. Have they gone tight for 1, 2, 3, 4 there? Maybe Mudder's gone out on the left-hand side. There is the substitute. Looks like Mudder, the goal scorer, has gone out to the left. Although he's tucked in now and the fullback's high. It's quite brave of Poland, considering they're away from home. But they are pushing on, trying to win this, aren't they? Glick. I think Poland the better side in the second half for sure, haven't they? Joshviak. Down the line by Berezinski. Augustiniak. And Krakowiak, who I've enjoyed watching. A real game of two halves for England in this one. I thought they were really good. In the first half, no good. Here's Augustiniak again in central midfield. And it's all the way back through with Pope. Can England get a foothold for the last 10 minutes here? Not showing much evidence they will. And still, no changes from Southgate. Here's Rice. Walker. Back to Rice. And into Stones at centre half. Here's Foden's come really deep on the right-hand side. Plays into Stones. Stones again at centre-back. Finds Rice. Bit of space in front of him. Can he play through the lines? Holds his hands out like that, saying, who have I got to give it to? Who's on the bench for England? Mount tries to slip it through, falls back to Mount and hits Glick, and it's out for a corner. I'm just looking at the subs. Someone can make something happen in midfield. You've only really got Lingard and Bellingham in those positions. Corner for England anyway, which Foden is going to take. Corner from the left. He's going to swing it out with the left foot. Maguire's up. Kane's there as well. Foden. Oh, good kick. Stones heads it down. Maguire, yeah. And it's 2-1 to England. Maguire drives it in, and John Stones, a bit of redemption there. He wins the header, nods it back. All the England players run over to him, and it's 2-1. Well done, John Stones. Maybe not the most deserving lead anyone's ever seen, but it's a lead nonetheless. England lead 2-1. Set play. Stones does really well to head that back. It's a great finish by Maguire. Drills it in with the right foot. Good goal, actually. Great header by Stones, isn't it? And Maguire just smashes it through the crowd. Chesney gets a hand on it, but Maguire just hits it too hard. And England, without playing that well in the second half, have the lead, which we have to be very balanced and honest about. It's great news, but you feel a bit for Poland. Well in Southgate, who clenches his fist. Hey, if we're going to win tight games without playing well, then so be it. I'll take it. And Maguire there, and great news for John Stones as well, who made that awful mistake for the equalising goal. He sets up, hopefully, what is the winning goal. Woof. Off comes Foden. Now he makes the sub. Indeed, Stone's header was amazing. Happy faces. Excellent. Miller's goal, that. They learned everything they knew. Top finish. Reece James has come on. So I suspect we go in 3 at the back here. So Kyle Walker will tuck across. Phillips and Rice double pivot. And we are defending this lead. Mounts pull the cross to the front right. So there'll be work for Mount and Sterling to do wide, covering the wing backs now. So Reece James is on for the last few minutes. Woof. Stones and Maguire. What a partnership we have. Winning the Euros again. There we go. Although here come Poland. Is that Grzycki? Yes. Kamil Grzycki is on as well. We know how pacey he is, don't we, from Hull and West Brom. Germany behind again? No, they're not. Are they really? 2-1 to Macedonia. Unbelievable. So Grzycki came on for Zielinski. So it's a proper 4-4-2, I think, with 2 wingers, or is it even a 4-3-3 now with Josviak and Zielinski off, Milik up top. They're into the box here. Oh, Grzycki, it went right across in front of him there. Berezinski had got down the right-hand side, and it felt like if Grzycki just waved a foot at that, it was right in front of him. And Glick has been done by Harry Kane there. Kane's down, but free kick to England. Goodness me. Go on, Macedonia. Unbelievable scenes. Few getting a bit nervous. Poland might nick the win. You could finish that by Maguire. Nice to see the England players all running over to John Stones as well. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is coming on. So I guess Kane's going to come off for the last 2 minutes of this, and Calvert-Lewin's just going to run around pressing for the rest of the game. Who said all these players and manager weren't good enough? It's the old England derangement syndrome, isn't it? Hey, we'll flip on a dime. Calvert-Lewin on for Kane, as predicted. 88:30 on the clock. England heading for a narrow, unconvincing win. The first half was really good, I thought, but not so much the second half. Although, again, it is a mistake for their goal, isn't it? Lingard is coming on as well. And Sterling is coming off. That's pretty sensible. Substitution. So James is on at right wing back for Foden. And Lingard is on for Sterling. So he's just got runners on there now, hasn't he? Calvert-Lewin on for Kane as well. So just in terms of pressing now, he's got fresh legs all the way across the top end of the pitch now. But Poland have turned it over and got a bit of a breakaway going here. Modder plays it through. Look at that pace from Walker. Brilliant. Can't many centre-backs run that fast when he does tuck in. And he shepherds it out. 89:50 on the clock. How much stoppage time are we getting then? We will find out. We're past 90 minutes. I haven't seen how much stoppage time has gone up. ITV aren't telling me. Pope clears down the ground. 4 minutes stoppage time. Phillips heads it on. Mount to Lingard. Back to Mount. Lingard. Keep the ball, Jesse. Runs it into the corner. Holds it there and wins. I think he's won a corner, actually. Well played, Lingard. That's just the ticket. Let's see how many centre-halves England bring up for this corner then. 48 minutes of the stoppage time gone. Thank you, guys, letting me know. Not meaning to be negative. I wouldn't say shocking, Liam. It's been not as good as the first half and not convinced. I think shocking's probably a stretch, but I agree with you in principle, yeah. Calvert-Lewin puts his backside in the way and tries to hold it up for a corner. And they've won another one. England S-housing injury time here. Just holding the ball in the corner. And you just got to be careful of quick counter-attacks on this. Here it comes again. Calvert-Lewin shepherds it. Josviak knocks it out. It's a throw-in for England. And in it goes to Calvert-Lewin again. And they're having a lovely old time in the corner over there. And finally, an offside, which Calvert-Lewin is very keen to make sure is taken from the right place. And here come the Poles. Szczesny clears it away. Glick, the big Gary Monk-looking centre-half, has gone to play up front, I think, for the last minute. So there's a goal in it for England if they can get the ball here, because Poland have got one centre-back, basically. Glick stays up there. Oh, they've won a free kick. Glick's won a free kick against Maguire, actually. That's ridiculous. Krakowiak took that about 10 yards away from where it should have been. But Maguire's won the header and Walker plays it to James, who's surely going to play the channel here. Rice touch. He's given it away. Not a good touch. Krakowiak. Here's Grzycki. Grzycki's fast, but Kyle Walker is also extremely fast and he can't run him. Walker clears it. Calvert-Lewin. Huge climb in the air. Headed away by Berezinski. The one centre-back of Poland is Bednarek. Glick's gone to play up front. Josviak. Berezinski. Good play by Chilwell. Just gets goal side of Josviak. Chilwell has gone down. And the ref has stopped play. England killing time nicely at the end of this one. I hope Ben Chilwell's okay when I say that, of course. He just had to get goal side of Josviak. They arrived together. He's holding his shin. I would bet he's going to be absolutely fine as soon as the free kick it comes in. So we're probably going to get 5 minutes injury time here rather than 4 minutes now after that stoppage. And I think we're going to get a long throw-in, which Rekka is going to take, another sub. In comes the long throw, nodded down, and Augustignac flicks his right foot at it on the volley and blasts it way over the goal. He just got a bit of space in front of Stones. It was a good flick on, actually, in the first instance. And volleyed over the top. So 4:16 on the clock. I suspect England are going to have to go another minute. Pope is cleaning his boots, of course, and taking 8 different goes to place the ball. Everybody does it. Come on. Nice S housing, of course. We hope that's that, Richard, in the comments. Down the ground it goes. I suspect we've got another 45 seconds or so. Mudder plays it forward. Glick tries to help it on. Milik plays it out wide. Here is Wrecker, the substitute. England pressing well, complete frenetic stuff, and that is full time. England get the win. Southgate and Paulo Sousa. Fist bump, and it's been a good week for England. 3 wins, 5 points ahead of Poland. Not convincing in the second half, but on the basis it was a big mistake by John Stones for the goal. Didn't concede too many chances, although you'd have to admit that Poland were the better side in the second half, and England just wrapped one in from the set play to win the game. Thank you, Alan, £5 super chat. Legend. Let's have a look at the numbers on this one. And I think the attack momentum's worth looking at there. Look at the graph up there. Poland didn't have that much in the way of actual tangible goal threat, did they? And if you look at the actual shots on target, only 1 shot on target, and the one big chance did come from a mistake. So you could argue that if John Stones doesn't make that mistake, England are quite good for a clean sheet, aren't they? So I don't think we want to go too, one mistake by a centre-half doesn't make a whole performance bad, does it? So England 63 on the possession to 37, 10 shots to 4, 4-1 on target, 7 corners to 0, 6-12 on the passes to 3-5-8. So definite idea that Poland improved in the second half. But again, look at the attack momentum. They didn't have that much of the game when you look at that kind of algorithm. So it is what it is, isn't it? And 3 wins for 3 from England. 9 goals for, 1 against, 5 points ahead of Poland already. 2 ahead of Hungary, with Hungary to play twice. So all looking really, really good in the qualifiers. Right. That should just about do us for tonight. Let me know if you want a shout out, and we will give you one in the chat before we go. Let's give a quick shout out to Charlie, our fan sponsor of our live watch alongs. 30 years of Loyal Royal. Here is to many more. Thanks to Alan for that super chat a second ago. Please subscribe, ring the bell if you haven't already. David, thank you. James, we'll see you on Friday. Yeah, it's going to be a long one. Cheers, Patricia. Leeds 2021. Northern Ireland have held Bulgaria to a 0-0 draw. I was getting excited then. Didn't see the sarcasm there. Thank you, David, CMDR, Sarjo, Julian, Anir. And Germany did lose to Macedonia, did they? Goodness me. Thanks, Alistair. Richard. 3 minutes to go. There we go. Thank you, Liam. Yeah, chalk and cheese. Excellent finish from Maguire. A good job, Germany weren't playing the whole of Macedonia. Yeah. Paul, thank you. Yeah, good. Subs going up. We get into that 15,000. Alan, legend. Thank you. Stop giving me tongue twisters in the comments, though. I can't read. I suck. There we go. And thank you, Galapagos Whites. Right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm dearly departed duty tomorrow for the preview. And then Super Stream, Good Friday. What else have we got? Saturday, Championship review, and then Huddersfield, Brentford. Sunday, Championship preview, Villa, Fulham. And then Monday, Dearly Departed review, and the Easter Monday super stream. It's going to be all go over the weekend. Make sure you're here all over it, because I sure as hell will be. Thanks for watching. England 2, Poland 1. Bit squeaky. Did the job in the end. We'll take it. I'm supposed to leave my bias at the door, but I'm not going to. 9 points for England. And onwards to the Euros, and onwards to the Easter weekend in the Championship and Premier League for us. Thanks for watching. Over and out. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button, and to be notified every time we upload, ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.